Such a short little thing. Right. This is Simeon Brown, the Minister for Local Government, seen here with a normal sized pair of scissors. He rejected claims from some local councils this week requesting exemptions from his forced racist referendums because they set up Māori wards before the changes Labor put in place. For two of the councils, Hobson's pledge actually tried to counter with a 5% referendum that would have triggered the old system, but failed to reach the amount required, showing that the community broadly supported the changes. Brown, however, claimed that 3 months isn't enough time to collect signatures, so is forcing councils to continue showing that this government will give you all the time in the world to find racists throughout entire regions who want to go along with them. Education Minister Erica Stanford, seen here showing how far she can stretch the truth, continued to double down on claims in our schools that they are failing maths based on data that is statistically small 0.38% of students gave results in an area that they weren't taught in. When challenged on this, simply turned around and said, nope, we're doing what's right for the kids. On Wednesday, Associate Housing Minister Tama Pōtaka, seen here showing how many social houses this government is planning to build this term, was quoted as saying, I'm not worried that some are homeless when asked about inconsistent numbers released by this government that indicate children were made homeless recently by their policy around emergency housing. When grilled further, he said his focus was on the housing crisis and the new child catcher team will take care of those pesky homeless kids. Also on Wednesday, it was revealed that David Seymour, seen here showing a member of the public how to work a hand puppet and make it Prime Minister, that his Ministry of Regulation staff were being paid an average of $150,000 a year, well above the average public service salary of $85,000. Coincidentally, on Wednesday, it was also revealed the police were culling 170 roles to save $55 million, which apparently is wasteful spending, but a Ministry of Regulation with 90 staff on an average salary of 150,000 isn't. It was revealed earlier this week that a former gun lobbyist who successfully lobbied the John Key government to not close loopholes that were later exploited specifically by the Christchurch terrorist, I'm sorry, Gun Reform Minister Nicole McKee, seen here with an ACT Party voter, still holds shares in gun safety training organisations. While she claims she hasn't operated her organisation since 2020, as a minister in charge of reforming gun laws with a history of choosing to remove expert advice from frontline police who could stand to profit from changes that she makes, this is almost as bad as owning shares in Auckland Airport from when you were a kid. On Wednesday, Prime Minister Christopher Luxon, seen here watching Tama Pōtaka's child catcher at work, told local government representatives to stop focusing on frivolous nice-to-haves and to get back to core infrastructure. Now, there'd be no more handouts. It takes a really special kind of tunnel vision to go up and down the country to talk to hundreds of elected officials about the needs of their community and to have your one takeaway be that all they do is ask for money after giving a handout worth billions to landlords and the wealthy. In Queenstown, nearly 30 pride flags were stolen from street displays for their upcoming Pride Festival celebration. Organisers point out that this looks like a premeditated act, and actually, this afternoon, after I've done all the slides up, they have released images of the people who have done this, which you can find on major news outlets at the moment. By doing this, though, the thieves have ensured that even more people know about the Pride Festival. So, well done, thieves, you rammed this down your throat. And it just went to go and show again during comment sections exactly how they don't understand what irony is in the Deep South. And finally, this week, Kaipara Mayor Craig Jepson, seen here standing by himself, got really, really close to getting the point in a column that he published on the New Zealand CPR website, where he pointed out the only Māori representative elected this term was the Māori ward councillor, but there were more last term, not quite realizing that part of the reasoning behind a dedicated Māori voices on council is to ensure that there are Māori voices on council all the time, no matter which way voters choose to vote. Now, if you want to track this down, you can actually find it on the NZCPR website. Please make sure to sanitize your eyes before and after you go and check out any of the racist drivel that they've got. It's actually directly under a report just released by Dr. Muriel Newman, where she points out that Māori wards are there just so that leftist governments can get what they want, because Māori are nothing but activists who are trying to make sure that the whole country is at each other's throats, especially those terrible elite Māori who are trying to ruin the country. And I really wish that was a joke, but that's pretty much what her whole rant was. So yeah, that's it for the news this week.